to the University of Notre Dame, and Firth in particular, if you help me get my stevia is the sweet cure discovery famous, I promise that down the road I'm not going to make movies that humiliate and shame you. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you're an arch bitch. And I basically told you that. And when you kicked me out for an attempted rape that never happened and was so easily disproved that Notre Dame threw in the fucking towel at $20,000. Oh yeah, the priest, the rector of the hall, you know, his testimony, he knocked, tried the doorknob, and he listened, and it was silent because we were pretending not to be there. You know, there was no stereo blaring so loud that her cries for help couldn't be heard. It wasn't like every freshman on the floor wasn't lined up to testify for me because they acted like as a paramilitary unit. Okay, he's around a corner. You know, go, 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 go. Down to the bus, gave Patsy McGowan a kiss goodnight, and then like a week later, was it? Turns out she was the sister of the junior roommate of Patty Noble, the bitch that attacked me, and I backhanded her like that. Get the fuck off me, cunt. You're not my mom. I don't have to take that shit from you. Oh, cunt, you're fucked. And her story, that I punched her and made her fly 17 feet down the hall and slam into the wall, slump to the floor, knocked unconscious, no trip to the hospital, nothing. Stevia cures, Ann. It really does. 2 pounds of it making water sweet. 2 months of that 4-month period blending toxic shit out banished 6 tumors and 62 pounds of my uncle. And then Ali Sonoma, UFC ring girl, had a 1.5-year-old lump in her breast, vanished, drinking stevia sweet water, very, very sweet, 8 teaspoons sweet per gallon. In 14 days it was gone. And extrapolate that over America, and Dan Quinn is eventually going to become one of the most beloved people on this planet. And seriously, I discovered an oral technique that actually upgrades the Kama Sutra. Yeah, you pretend the G-spot is the yin and the yang, and you press on the top of the belly, just above the pubic bone, below the belly button, and you touch the fingertips that are on the inside, and you play a violent action as you stimulate the clit. And rape victims that can have maybe 2 orgasms if they're lucky in 2 hours. Chris Poole hit triple digits. I wore her ass out. She was exhausted from orgasming. And I could have played longer and she wouldn't have said no. So, I've upgraded the Kama Sutra. I've discovered that ice cream, candy bars, and soda pop in the future, when they're sweetened with stevia, that is a thing of the past. It's repealed, almost like Moses coming back from the dead and repealing plagues. And then we come to Notre Dame and the movies I could make, you know, like Brother Tom, never being around when I wanted to talk to him, but if I was getting out of the shower, oh, he was on me like a hawk and wouldn't leave my room. So it got to the point where when I wanted to talk to him, I'd go down into the showers and run the hot water, and then boom, he'd be there like magic. I swear to God, okay? Brother Touch, giving all the guys hugs, you know, he's saying, you know, being uncomfortable with that, him tracking Tom Gorman down when he's dropping his girlfriend off, and, you know, basically molesting him on the courtyard. I mean, you know, giving him a big hug, oh, you know, you're such a fine Notre Dame man, and Tom being weirded out on that, and, you know, like the movie, Jerry Faust, Lieutenant Commander's talking to Digger Phelps, you know, in the hallway, about basically setting Jerry up for fucking failure, letting him practice plays that have been disbanded fucking years ago, okay? Knowing it the entire time, basically, you know, setting him up to lose and shit, you know, because he was a high school guy, and he didn't deserve that position, they thought, and then me hearing that, and, Digger Phelps was there too, clowning Jerry. Oh yeah, you know, his talk, you know, his limp, and I was like, oh my God, man, what have I got myself into? And then I get set up for an attempted rape that never happened. It should have been my first $1 million opportunity in Notre Dame. And it's not like me getting fired for making the play. And then the announcers on television not even mentioning my name when it's so easily validated on film that I'm the one that saved 6 points and shit. There was a gag order on me, and you love Lou Holtz, and Lou Holtz comes back and he coaches your blue and gold game after he's gone because, what, he won a national championship? What do you think is more important? All the pro careers that he ended. He ended Tony Rice's career when he broke that kid's spirit. Fuck, I saw Lou jump on Tony in a fit of maniacal rage. One time tackle him to the ground, and then the other time Tony didn't fucking fall for it. He just bent over and fucking Holtz hung like a baby koala bear. All the stories that could be told that won't be if Notre Dame helps validate stevia is not only the cure for the human body, but makes a liquid that acts like the fountain of youth. See, to all your science professors, I can actually make water heavier by taking shit out of it. Yeah, blend, wait for the soap to float, remove all the soap, and a new 500 milliliter bottle weighs 3 to 3.5 grams heavier at one point than the toxic shit did. And that new stuff, when I blended that up in tuna fish, a 17-year-old cat that was a write-off, about to be put to sleep because a tumor had burst in her throat and she was sneezing blood bubbles and yada yada yada. I brought that cat back into perfect fucking health, man. And it's eventually going to catch on, and then I'm not only going to tell your truth and Notre Dame's truth, but I'm going to attack you legally on every front. I will buy up the property around your house. I will put people in that hate you. I will ruin the quality of your life. I will follow you wherever you go. I will make it so people are embarrassed to know you, and that can all be so easily avoided, Firth, if the University of Notre Dame helps validate a life-saving, I mean, it's a Nobel Prize worthy fucking discovery. It's the sweet cure. Notre Dame helps with that, and you guys are out of my metaphorical crosshairs. If you don't, prepare yourself. I will attack you with money, and I will ruin your life to the point where people will be surprised that you don't commit suicide, and when you do, it might even be like Hemingway, you know, supposedly killing himself when he's on top of the world. He was a socialist, and, you know, the government might not have liked it, but you know what? That story stood, and I'll have an excuse, an alibi, and they'll never be able to link it to me, even if they think that I did it and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, man. I will attack you and yours on every fucking level, and I will get Old Testament biblical, okay?